lost Ian's old Jewish lawyer, Dirty Rob, due to a Xanax pandemic, but we will have to apparently find a new defense lawyer for him because it sounds serious, Kenny.
Yeah.
Maybe Ian's new manager can help him find a lawyer.
Yeah. Maybe Ian's new manager will just act.
New manager. He also said that he's 47, and we know that's not true.
No, makes me feel like I'm 47.
Kenny, if you have any problems, file them with my attorney, Brother Cosmic Cam.
I was gonna say, I know this dirty hippie kid that just lost his Sunday gig that might be looking for some part-time work as representation.
Yeah.
So Cosmic's a lawyer now?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what he traveled the country for, is to go to all the different lawyer schools. You know, in Pokemon, you got to go to all the different gyms and get the badges. The bar for being a lawyer is kind of like that.
I thought he was going to all different rallies.
He went from cleaning windows to cleaning these streets.
Yeah. Think about it, Kenny. Why else would every university have their own law school? Right, Kenny?
Do you think washing windows he can afford to go to these schools?
He owns the business.
He's in debt, is the thing, Kenny. You don't pay up front.
Yeah, you don't pay up front to go to school. He's fucking... That's not how it works. Kenny.
So now, Kenny, what are you suing for now? Do you feel like there's damages? Do you feel you've lost income due to this? What is?
I feel like me going around saying who is Ian Ellis is worth something.
I think it is too, and I feel like Ian should pay you at least.
Not wrong. It's worth a lot. Kenny, we're fighting with millionaires like Dan Harmon, Lupe Fiasco, and Royce the Five Ninths. Do you really feel like you're a pressing issue at the time, or is there maybe bigger things going on than your complaints as a fired ex-employee?
Okay, she's getting you a Patreon.
As a former employee, do you feel like your time is valuable to us?
Yes, and I think out of the Patreon is $1 out of
He wants a percentage of the Patreon money.
Kenny, how many people would you say?
Like units, like everyone he sells, he gets a cut.
Yeah, Kenny, do you know what fucking $5 divided by 0 is?
How many people would you say you brought to the Patreon? How much income did you bring into the corporation? Because Casey has brought me 3 people. She's banging. She's a great manager. She's plugging me all the time. She knows all the right people. She's shaking hands. She's phenomenal. She's a phenom.
Kenny, I feel you're a little far away from your
space.
mic. Kenny, get back to your computer.
What?
Kenny's rifling through filing cabinets, pulling out paperwork, citing documents.
Kenny, you gotta come up with some receipts.
An extinction level event has swept through New York, and as he floats through the seas, he's going through his filing cabinet and screaming at us. Kenny, swim up and breathe. Kenny, sure you want to do this? Yeah, man, I gotta go. I gotta go back. I gotta save him.
There is one food you should always eat if you want to live to age 120. I discovered this one food.
Arana, just don't vote this year. Embrace the syrup.
Mo.
I vote for Trump, of course, as an independent.
Yeah, Mo. Fucking steel drums.
The fucking music, dude.
I'm a very talented spy. Feel free to pause it and describe it for the audio listeners.
There's a black guy. He's on vacation and it's Caribbean.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of selfies of him smiling all awkwardly.
Is that the Caribbean flag behind them? What flag is that? It's not Canada.
Where? There's no Caribbean flag.
I saw a flag in one of the. I'm on YouTube. I'm behind.
Wait, where is he? Anyways, by the way,
No, I see it right here, but it's yeah.
where is he?
In Dominican Republic.
Wait, they can vote for the elections in Dominican Republic?
I guess so.
What
From
the
what-
fuck?
From what I remember, you're gonna see scenes of his drug money. You're gonna see scenes of him hanging out with bitches. This is a real Scarface type character I've discovered here.
Dude, I thought he was a right wing guy. He seems like fucking Al Pacino.
I voted for President Trump, and it's just him making a bunch of coke deals.
First time this whole year, I feel free. I feel liberated, without anxiety that some Karen or some Greg.
Pause.
Oh, I want to make like a parody of Rana Nation in the movie Blow. Doug
That would be
Ford's
hilarious.
getting thrown out the helicopter. Rana Nation's on the beach, just dumbfounded. Caribbean music's playing in the background.
He is doing some Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants ass shit. Where he finally let his shoulders down. He's relaxed. Government might be threatening to lock him up, but he don't give a fuck because he's on vacation and it's Margaritaville.
Right? Trump lost and Rana's on vacation.
He's in the lobby of a hotel with like a cigar and his flip flops, trying to look like a big business politician man. Fucking,
Oh, yeah.
fucking Pennsylvania! Another one on the rocks.
May
I
as well.
bet
The
he
house
didn't
is
even-
on vacation. Oh.
Well, I'll give you an update. According to Twitter, he's moved into his new house. We did it. He's out of the apartment. He's out of Royce Maria's life. Big round of applause. And his furniture didn't get delivered. He couldn't get his couch, so he's sleeping on the floor.
Oh.
Apparently, he didn't have a big boy race car bed to transfer on his own. He couldn't put it on top of the BMW.
Why did you just
Is
take
there
the
going to
couch?
be a?
I'm surprised
Is
they
there going
wanted
to be
to
a
keep it.
Philip wave? A new Philip wave to commemorate Mersh moving out?
I got to make one at some point. The question is he renting a house or did he cash in his crypto and buy a house? The man who can't fix his car.
Definitely not. What if the couch is his roommate's and now he can't sleep on him because it's his roommate? It's a different relationship now.
Maria and Royce are just fucking.
So do Royce and Mersh still do a show together?
That door closed and Maria was in some lingerie. Like, hey, puppy, I haven't seen you in a while. Why don't we go fuck in the other room?
Mersh's liver in the chat.
Yo, apparently Royce's marriage was falling apart.
I can
Maria's
imagine.
not taking.
Did you imagine having a Mersh on the couch? It's not good. He's definitely the type where he probably got caught jerking off, 60 times. He was never like, oh, let me try to not let my friend's wife catch me.
Oh, yeah.
Or he did it so many times he hoped one day Marie was going to come in and go, all right, you know what, fuck it, and start sucking his dick. While he's sitting there cross-eyed jerking off for her.
There was some.
Yeah, you like my cock?
Some level, there had to be some level of peacocking for Maria, where he needed her to secretly kind of want to fuck him.
Well, Royce is a swinger, right? I mean, you think he was like, hey, Mersh, can you bring back some girls to the house and we can swap?
Actually, Maria likes girls more than me. So if you can find a few, bring them home. Imagine like if their dreams had worked out and they'd been like the Axl Rose fucking podcasting, just doing like threesomes, eightsomes, fucking mad bitches, and then this culture broke out. How fast they would be taken down as rapists.
Yeah, that was a sick, twisted fantasy, and Ellis, I didn't want to think about that.
There's some merch people here. I don't know if it's later in your grab bag, but do you have any news on some big event that's happening near me?
I didn't put that in there, but Mersh is doing a live event in Florida, and so is Ryan Long. So there are many opportunities for Ross to go watch these guys. Can we donate money for Ross to go, and don't even do any trolling things, just film Mersh, so we can just like get exclusive footage of him and his elephant.
We'll do that, but people have to let him know that we're coming and make him think it's a big deal. Yeah, Dick Masterson, I think
shake Ryan Long's hand.
somebody from Who Are These Podcasts will be there. I don't know any of these people. It's $60 though. The nerve, the fucking nerve of them charging $60 for them. I've seen 311 for half that price.
Can we send Pete R to go to this event?
He could make it over here. We could get Wendy over here too. Pete could pick Wendy up.
Alan Powell. Alan Powell went to fucking Owen Benjamin's house for free.
I feel like Nick Lowe deserves it.
Tell him Pod Awful signed me. Tell him like me and Jesse are actually cousins. It's a secret. And I'm going there and we're bringing Jesse, but he's not going to tell anybody. That's what people should start as a rumor. So that Mersh is just freaked out the whole fucking time, like looking around.
Force Kenny to do live bits. Apparently, who's that guy you just said, Sam Hyde? He's being accused of copying Jesse PS.
I like style. I like clothes. It's out of the blue.
What's up, fella?
Hey now.
So how much of this Patreon am I getting?
How many subscribers would you say you brought in?
I think I brought a few.
There's only 3. They're all people I know. The girlfriends of people that listen to the show really like me. Kenny, did you watch The Simpsons this week? Andy's gone.
Kenny,
Jing said he has to go to bed in 17 minutes. So,
well, hurry up, James.
Jings has a 7:30 bedtime.
Another
8:30.
Another quick scoop. There's a channel called Wisecracker, and I made fun of them on Philip Wave, and they actually acknowledged it on one of their podcasts. Where like they got super self-conscious because of me. And somebody in their
actually
staff,
a pretty big thing too.
Somebody in their staff has been listening to me since then, and on a few occasions they have stolen from me, like very specific weird ideas.
Here we go. I'm ready for this.
One of them was about how to like make money off of poverty as a way of solving poverty. It was like a really weird rift I laid out, and then like 2 weeks later they drop a video on the same thing. I was like, oh, hey, a hell of a fucking thing that you guys thought of that weird thing that I came up with. Now the latest one is an episode called How Comedy Got Depressed. And at 4:40, they explain that comedy is all about incongruencies. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is an Ian Ellis thing because the Denver Institute did a study on comedy, and they called it benign violation. And I simplified that to incongruency as a way to explain comedy to regular people, and I've lectured on it many times on my podcast. I don't think it's in any book. I don't think any other comic says this. I could be wildly wrong, but I think this is another instance of the wisecrack lifting and not giving any credit.
Well, to be fair, isn't Wisecrack pretty much, they started off doing pretty much like CinemaSins, like, ripoffs. So, I mean, their whole channel is pretty much just stealing content.
Well, I think that's what it is. They hired a lot of young writers, and these guys go out and they go, oh, nobody's heard of this. And then they they justify it by adding some,